Yo! Welcome to day 2 of A Cricket Sings. It's probably a little loud, huh? Well, I wonder if you noticed anything while you were reading through the story yesterday or the day before. You may have noticed that this kind of goes like a poem. The story is a little bit like a rhythmic story. There's a rhythm to it. And remember, rhythm means like a beat. Bump to bump, jump, jump, something like that. So, this story has a rhythm to it, and at the very end of the story, you may notice they did something for you. Oh, this is interesting. They put the whole story onto one page. Why would they do that? And then they put each of these pictures from the story onto the page. This is so you can do some really easy retell. So what I want you to do is I want you to use the words first, next, then, finally. And I want you to talk about how you could work out or retell what happens in the story. Give it a go, going through it and pointing through the story and talking about each of the different things that happens. When you do retell, it's really important to make sure you're only saying the most important things that happen in the story. Give it a go. You want to hear what that sounds like? It's not line for line, but you can still hear a rhythm and a pattern as you listen. You can see that pattern. So it goes like this. I spot a cricket in the grass. A cricket is quick. A cricket jumps fast. At last I trap the cricket in a glass. I inspect the cricket. The cricket inspects me. Then I set him free. I let him go next to my swing, and he sings to me by rubbing his wings. Did you hear the rhythm as you were reading? There was a pattern to the rhythm, to the rhythm. Make a pattern. Make a pattern, make a pattern. All right, how about this? Banana, banana, meatball. Okay, we're getting distracted. If you want to watch Banana, Banana, Meatball afterwards, you should. It's really good. Let's talk about a couple more sight words that we're going to do today. So yesterday we did by, go, and my. So today we're going to do me. Here we go. I can spell me, M-E-M-E, me, M-E-M-E. I can spell me, M-E-M-E, me, M-E-M-E. T-H-E, T-H-E. I can spell the T-H-E. You try it. T-H-E, T-H-E. I can spell the T-H-E. The reason we use those words is because learn them like this is because they're sight words. They can't be learned just by trying to decode them because that doesn't work. Only these words on this side can be decoded. I've got 3 different words here, and you can see that I've put them in a pattern. Inspect, inspect, inspect. Jump, jump, jump. Sing, sing, sing. The reason I've done that is because we're going to add word endings onto the end of these words to make them into new words. So, if I made this box over here, and I added S to the end of each of these words, what new words do I have in this group? Let's see. Inspects. Is it important to have the S at the end? Yeah, it means something. You try. Inspects. Jump turns into jumps. Sing turns into sings. You got it. Now I'm going to add ED to the end. Whoa, it's hard to write upside down. ED to the end of all of these words. Let's see. We've got inspected, jumped, and then wait a minute. It doesn't work for every word. We can't say singed. Not a word. So we have to get rid of the ED and we have to change this. We change it to an A for sang. So these two are right, but then this one is different. What about this? ING. What do you think it's going to look like adding ING at the end of all of these words? Let's take a look. Does the word make sense? Inspecting. Jumping. Cool. Singing. Oh, interesting how it's sings, sang, and then singing. Doesn't always follow a pattern, but you can have word endings that work for lots of words, and when you add it to the end of a word, it makes a new word. Before we finish, let's do some mixed up sentences. Rather, before we start, right? You haven't even started reading yet. So, here we go. We got the, inspect, I, cricket. And you may notice there's a period here because that's the end of the sentence, and I've put the period there anyway, even if that was anywhere in the sentence, just to help you out. So use this to help you. Sentences start with an uppercase letter. Sentences end with a period. So this must be the first word. This must be the last one. Over here, you can see there's no words that have uppercase letters apart from I. So that must be the start of the sentence. And also I see this word, glass, has a period. So that must be the last word. So when you go to put them in order, make sure you put them in the right order using sentences start with an uppercase letter, sentences end with a period. You try. This should be what you got. From the, inspect, I, cricket, you should have got I inspect the cricket. From trap, I, glass, cricket in a, the, you should have got I trap the cricket in a glass. You should be saying, yes, right now. If you're going, yes, that means that you worked out the scrambled sentence. Scrambled sentence. Let's talk about a couple of things that we notice in the text. So, at first, she's noticing that the cricket is quick. What clues do you have from the picture that the cricket is in fact quick? What do you see? Yeah, she's trying to catch it and it's jumping out of her hands or getting away. Then she confirms that by saying, a cricket jumps fast. Here, it says, at last I trapped the cricket in the grass. In a glass. Haha. In a glass. What is the reason for her saying at last? It's connected to this part of the story about the cricket being quick and fast, and then at last. The reason she says at last is because she's been trying for a long time and now she's finally caught it. Now, on this next part, you see that the girl is now inspecting the cricket. Just like I was inspecting this marker really closely. She's inspecting the cricket. She's looking closely at all of its different parts. Why don't you inspect for a moment? Then she says this interesting line. The cricket inspects me. What do you think that means? Is that possible for the cricket to inspect her? What do you think is happening that makes her set the cricket free? Wouldn't she want to keep it? Or what's been happening in her mind, do you think, can you infer, that she's decided that she has to let this cricket go free? Finally, there's this phrase here. And he sings to me by rubbing his wings. There's two things here. The first thing is this. Rubbing his wings is what makes him sound like he's really singing, even though he's not. And secondly, I infer that she thinks he is rubbing his wings and singing to her because she gave him his freedom. What do you think? Okay, go and enjoy reading A Cricket Sings for the second time or third time by yourself on the Flyleaf app. Happy reading!